The government has renewed efforts to secure parliamentary approval for Ghana's first major lithium mining lease at Ewoyaa in the central region. Presenting the revised deal on the floor of Parliament, Lands and Natural Resources Minister Emmanuel Armah-Kofi Buah explained that the lease, first laid in 2024, was not ratified before the 8th Parliament adjourned. He told Parliament that global lithium prices had plummeted from about $3,000 per ton to around $630, making the project less viable under the old terms.
You know, the lease was presented indeed in the 8th Parliament for ratification pursuant to Article 268(1) of the 1992 Constitution and Section 5(4) of Act 703. But it was not ratified before the House adjourned. Since then, the basis in which the agreement, especially the price of lithium, at the time of the negotiation was about $3,000. Price of lithium had fallen, the current price to about $630, making the project really at risk in going forward.
The minister said the company, Barari DV Ghana Limited, requested the review of key provisions to sustain the project.
The company appealed that if they were to go forward, certain key provisions must be looked at. Indeed, it was very clear and public knowledge that lithium prices had fallen. We took advantage of, at the time, the high lithium prices of $3,000 to, for example, move beyond the normal royalty of 5% and move it to 10% and other provisions. Based on their request, 3 key areas has been looked at: the royalty rate adjustment, VAT deferral on capital inputs, and sub-on transshipment facility feasibility. These 3 areas were new areas that has been factored, and that called for us to look at the new lease.
Mr. Buah assured the House that the review still prioritizes Ghana's interests while allowing the project to proceed. But the presentation drew sharp criticism from the Member of Parliament for Damango and former Lands Minister Samuel Abu-Jinapor, who questioned the basis for the reintroduction. He argued that the deal is virtually identical to the one his administration laid before Parliament in 2024. The same agreement the then minority, now in government, had rejected. Mr. Jinapor challenged the minister to explain what exactly had changed in the deal, warning that the House must safeguard Ghana's full benefits from its lithium resources.
What applied to that agreement in the 8th Parliament, which fortunately was the same speaker in the chair, and which culminated in the rejection of the attempt to lay that agreement. The Speaker, same should apply. The Speaker, I conclude by just asking a simple question, and I want to believe that we will get into this matter in a much more detail. Mr. Speaker, the fundamental question which the average Ghanaian will ask, Mr. Speaker, is that what has changed? What has changed? What has changed? What has changed? What has changed between the agreement between the government of Ghana and Barari DV and the terms of the agreement between the government of Ghana and Barari DV in 2025?
Industry observers say the Ewoyaa project, Ghana's first large-scale lithium operation, is central to the country's ambition to join the global green minerals value chain. However, the ongoing disagreement over the terms of the lease means parliamentary ratification could face another hurdle.